Paul, how important was that win last week in terms of giving the team a shot in the arm?
Well, obviously confidence is, in amongst young players can seep out of them very, very quickly. So it was a nice bonus to have a clean sheet and a good victory. Yeah. We could have scored more goals on the day. So that was quite pleasing. That we had quite a lot of goal attempts. And so in the end, a win's always important when what we've went through this season so far.
Yeah, is it? So I guess it's too easy to say use it as a springboard, but that's the way you've got to view it, I suppose, isn't it? And get on a run, if you like.
Well, Hartlepool, a very stuffy team. They won their first 3 games and lost their next 4. So you don't know what Hartlepool's going to turn up. But they have good players. We have Accrington Stanley, which are flying at this minute in time. We have Portsmouth next, who are flying, and we have Coventry in the JPT Cup. Now, if that's not a hard 4 games, nobody will tell me any different from that. So it was important to get the 3 points for a bit of breathing space. But at the end of the day, we've got to go into the next game and gain 3 points. I can't remember how long ago we put two wins together on the bounce. It's been quite a while. So. Yeah. So that's something that we're very hopeful that we can do come Saturday.
Yeah, and they're not that far above you in the table, are they? So is that put extra incentive on it in a way? I mean, it's quite bunched, isn't it, down in the mid-table areas?
When you look at the league at this minute in time, and you look at 5th place having 13 points, it does bring it home. It's 2 wins and you could be up in there. But it looks to be that kind of league. Everybody can beat anybody else. So, but when you look at the bottom end, second bottom 6 points, we're 1 point off being in the bottom 2. So we've got to be very, very positive in our approach to this game on Saturday, and obviously very positive in our approach to the 2 or 3 games after.
How do you? I mean, home field advantage obviously comes into it. Is it perhaps more noticeable for games against teams that make these long distances? It's the same for you when you go to Hartlepool, but for them to make the long trip down here, will that be perhaps where home advantage comes into it more?
Oh, very. I hope so. I'm saying at the end of the day, I think it's a feature of the game. I think we used to travel a long ways from Plymouth, and it was very difficult at times to muster the troops when you've been in a bus for 7 hours. So at the end of the day, I'm hoping that'll be a feature. But it's what we do, really. I think that's the key to it all. I think it's getting the players to respond properly and see and try and get them to understand, have a winning mentality or a will to win, and take them into the games. They've had a wee taste it with Luton, and obviously they enjoyed that feeling. And they obviously enjoyed Saturday. I'm hoping that it benefits the team.
Yeah, I mean, with them being close to you in the table as well, it's a big game for them as well, isn't it? Because they don't want to get brought down lower into the table. So would you expect them to come here and throw everything at you?
Well, I signed Billy Painter for Swindon. I would imagine him. He's the captain of the team. He scored a few goals, so he'll be up and at us. And there's a lot of experience in that team as well. There's not many youngsters. We probably are the youngest team in the league at this minute. We have very few of our lame and lousy are going to be ready for Saturday, so it's basically it's going to be very familiar lines team-wise.
Yeah. Are there any developments on that in terms of the injuries? Have you got anyone who's close? Not necessarily for this.
We've got 1 or 2 that are telling me they're close, but those have had no training and no fitness training either, and missed the pre-season. So I'm very loath to all of a sudden stick players in that. The boy Dawson came back into training and then he's picked up another injury and something completely different. And that's going to happen to 1 or 2 of them. Because of just the situation going from no training at all to battle conditions in a league game. It's very difficult. We've got so many going to be coming back very, very soon.
Josh Wakefield played for Bournemouth in the Hampshire Cup the other day. Is his time at Yeovil, is that finished now, or is he still part of your plans?
No, Josh went back. I'm saying at the end of the day, he did very well for us. The thing is that his loan period wouldn't have taken us to the windows. So we're having to think about other things.
Yeah. So that's another, I suppose, with him going back, opens another slot in the squad. Obviously, always looking to strengthen anyway.
Yeah, we're always looking to benefit. Saying so, we'll be looking into that.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck, Paul. Thank you.
Cheers.
We spoke about it briefly there, Paul, but I think October you've got 7 games in the month. It's going to be a busy one. How tough's that going to be on the players?
Well, it's tough because about 10 of them are not going to be fit, and then I think October's a key month to us for the simple reason we have 10 players coming back from injury. If you were to trap me really and say, right, Paul, pick your best 11, I could not put my hand up and swear by it. So what's going to happen is that breeds inconsistency in performance. I'm saying I hope it doesn't breed inconsistency in results as well. But you understand that there'll be a disjointedness with this again, because obviously, funny enough, this lot are starting to get a familiarity about them. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stop that. It means that the 10 boys would just have to wait their time before getting back in. I'd be delighted if we came out of the Portsmouth game and we'd won all those games with the players we have. I think that would be a utopia for us, with the other players having to fight their way back into the team. Now, the catch-22 of that is, if I don't play the players that are coming back, how do they get fit? So it means that I would have to do ball work every day and to get some friendlies who it's not ideal. So it's very, very difficult to assess how we're going to be in the next 4 or 5 weeks. I hope the young boys just take the nail by the grasp the nail and we win the game after game, and these young players all of a sudden mould themselves into a team. That's what I would like. We'll wait and see.
And I suppose the big plus from the weekend, other than winning obviously, was the fact you kept the first league clean sheet in the league. Sorry. Have you been working on the defensive?
We've worked on both the offensive and defensive. I think we were a bit tighter and organised and looked much better. People were doing the right things on Saturday. And offensively, I think we created an awful lot of chances Saturday, which we haven't done away from home in the past. So, that was pleasing as well.
And as you say, is that a sign then that those players are starting to get to know each other a bit better on the pitch?
Yeah, they are getting to know each other better. I'm saying every day we go in the training ground and work with them. The relationship between Roberts and Cornick is getting there. Smith and Howells and what's his name, Compton, had a quite a good relationship together. I'm saying when you look at that, Dolan has done well with whatever partner he's had. And the back four has probably stayed the same. Lacey maybe for Sokol has stayed the same enough all season, and they're starting to get the grips as well. And I do think the goalkeeper has played his part as well. But we only have 7 points, and so points are prisoners to us. I'm saying so we'll have to just keep biting and scratching. When everybody's fit, then we'll have a competitive edge to our selections. So that means that everybody will be on their toes trying to get one of the strips on a Saturday, which I think generates good performances individually and team-wise.